talk here on this show about celebrity, and celebrity in particular has been very much watered down in this 21st century world. I'm sure you'll all agree. I don't know about you, but I think the reason why celebrity has truly died is that there's too much accessibility. You know what I mean by that? It's kind of like, when you think when we bought records back in the day or books or anything, you couldn't really get to interact with that celebrity, the singer, the actor, the star. Now, of course, that celebrity, singer, actor, star reveals far too much information on their social media pages. And sometimes it's things you don't want to know about, isn't it? Political views and things like that can truly put you off them. That's why the stars of the golden age of Hollywood were truly sort of removed, and you really believed what the publicity teams put out. Louis B. Mayer of MGM fame was right, Tell them a story and eventually they'll believe it. And everybody believed, of course, that these stars were, well, more stars than there are in heaven. Seemingly, though, not today. As ever, let me explain. You see, one of our biggest stars over here in the United Kingdom has recently been embroiled in a terrible TV scandal. That is Holly Willoughby, the co-host for the daytime TV show This Morning, alongside her one-time pal, Philip Schofield. He was cut loose when apparently, he, well, shall we say, created something of a misdemeanor, lied to the audience, lied to the staff, and more importantly, lied to his wife. But now, you do have to sort of think, how dense are these people? Without being unkind, how thick is Holly Willoughby? You see, recently she addressed the nation with that now infamous line, "How are you? Are you okay?" And then proceeded to stand there all looking very angelic in white, saying what a terrible trauma we'd all gone through, all thanks to the Philip Schofield scandal. This was all really there to make sure she could keep securing her career and hopefully stay on the programme. But of course, it doesn't take long for them to slip up. You see, part of the appeal of daytime TV shows like The View and, CBS Mornings, and over here Loose Women and This Morning, it's all about accessibility, being like us, even though we know they're not. They're paid thousands of pounds, but, gentle chitty chat, recipes, problems solved, that type of thing. All was going quite well until this picture. That's right, we now see, of course, Holly Willoughby, one of the people, arriving for the Festival of Music Glastonbury by helicopter. Not exactly the person of the people that the ITV brand were hoping for, as you can imagine. Now, there's nothing wrong in that. A lot of people might say, well, what is wrong with it? Absolutely nothing. Holly is a multi-millionairess and a helicopter ride would be nothing to her. Second nature. After all, she's a busy girl, has to get there and back as quick as she possibly can. But what's interesting, you see, is it just doesn't resonate with the audience. They're going through a cost of living crisis, and more importantly, because of a cost of living crisis, do not want to hear about people spending money, rather foolishly, they might think. Now, when Holly returns back, of course, to the This Morning sofa, she could have a few questions to answer. Not only that, the young gentleman in the midst of this particular scandal is now also willing to talk. So whatever ITV told you could obviously be not necessarily the same speech that he's now willing to reveal. So if Holly thought her problems were far from over, as she's partying away exclusively in Glastonbury, she may have another thing coming when she hits the sofa once again this coming week. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.